Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack. Today is pack number 7 of my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2019 Bundle Bingo. Check out the preview video on my Core Set 2019 bundle. I have added the link to the preview video in the description below. As I crack the pack, my viewpoint will be from a very casual Magic the Gathering player perspective. It will not be the viewpoint of Pro Tour or even Friday Night Magic grinder. It will be a kitchen table game of Magic, having fun with friends opinion. Alright, let's check out the bingo card. In pack number 2, I was able to cross off 3 bingo squares. Stitcher Supplier, Leonin War Leader, and of course, the free space, because everyone deserves a free space. Pack number 5 was my bingo pack. I pulled one of the legendary rare creatures, Goreclaw, Terror of Qual Sisma. Today, if I'm able to pull one of the Elder Dragons, or one of the Planeswalkers, or one of the rare tribal lords, I can try for Blackout or break my record of 6 bingo squares that I crossed off when I did my Gatecrash Fat Pack bingo. Let's get to cracking this pack. Pack number 7 out. First card out of the pack is Cancel. 1 generic and 2 blue, instant counter target spell. Cancel works really well in a limited format for a blue controlling deck or just about any blue deck. You hold on to it and you counter at the right moment. Either their big bomb they're going to play or something that's going to disrupt your board. Hostile Minotaur, 4 mana, 3 in a red, Minotaur. At 3/3, it has haste. This can be at the top end of your aggressive red deck in limited. Probably is going to get outclassed by some of the creatures on your opponent's board. But if you're going wide and you've got a combat trick, it may make blocks or combat a little difficult for your opponent. Next up is Giant Spider, 4 mana, 3 in a green. It's a spider at 2/4. It has reach. So an original card from Alpha, making its way all the way to Core Set 2019. And Limited Giant Spider is a decent card. It's a card that you can sideboard in against pesky flyer decks. Next up is Doomed Dissenter, 2 mana, 1 in a black, human at 1/1. When Doomed Dissenter dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Doomed Dissenter fits really well into a sacrifice deck. In Core Set 2019, Black-Red had a sacrifice theme. You sacrifice it to one of your other cards' abilities, getting a 2/2 zombie left behind is definite value. Skeleton Archer, 4 mana, 3 in a black. Skeleton Archer at 3/3. When Skeleton Archer enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Skeleton Archer does well in a limited environment. Coming down, it will ping maybe that pesky flyer that's giving you problems. My only problem with the card is it's a flavor fail. It's an archer, but it doesn't do anything specific to flyers. Next up is Thornwood Wolves, 5 mana, 4 in a green. It's a wolf at 4/5. Pretty vanilla creature. Typically in green, if you're going to pay 5 mana, you want at least 5 power on the board. Having that reduction of 1 power makes this card very difficult to play. Pegasus Courser, 3 mana, 2 in a white. It's Pegasus at 1/3. It's a flyer. Whenever Pegasus Courser attacks, another target attacking creature gains flying until end of turn. This is probably one of the better white commons in Core Set 2019. When it's attacking and being able to give one of your other bigger creatures flying, that sort of evasion makes it very difficult for your opponent to stay ahead in the race. Smelt, single red mana, instant, destroy target artifact. Even in limited, this card is very blah. Unless there's a pesky artifact that's really bothering me, at best it's a sideboard card. Druid of the Cowl, 2 mana, 1 in a green, Elf Druid at 1/3. You can tap it to add green to your mana pool. Outside of limited, this card did see play in Constructed. It's a great card to play on turn 2. being able to use it to add mana to your mana pool and ramp into bigger spells. Even if you don't need the mana, say later in the game, as a 1/3 it's going to hold down quite a bit on the ground. Skyscanner, 3 generic mana. It's an artifact creature Thopter at 1/1. It has flying. When Skyscanner enters the battlefield, draw a card. Core Set 2019 Limited, Skyscanner did a lot of work. It fit really well into the white-blue artifact theme. Being able to draw a card to replace it is great, and it can do a lot of chump block duties. Our first uncommon is Stitcher Supplier, single black mana, zombie at 1/1. When Stitcher Supplier enters the battlefield or dies, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. This is a great card to pull. Not only does it still have value, around a $4 to $5 card, but it's a great card in a self-mill theme. Entering the battlefield, you mill yourself 3 cards. Setting up your graveyard shenanigans. When it dies, you mill another 3 cards just to continue that graveyard shenanigans. It is the best uncommon in Core Set 2019. Draconic Disciple, 3 mana, 1 generic mana, 1 red, 1 green, human shaman at 2/2. You could tap it to add 1 mana of any color. You can pay 7 generic mana, tap it, sacrifice Draconic Disciple, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Being able to tap it for any color of mana not only helps you in a ramp deck, but also if you're going to splash a 3rd color, it's going to help you get to that bomb that you're holding on till later in the game. It's a great mana sink in Limited. On your opponent's end step, tap 7 of your mana, tap Draconic Disciple, sacrifice it, and on your turn you have a 5/5 flyer. Oh, we went too fast. Spoiled it. Dang it. Our last uncommon is Colossal Majesty, 3 mana, 2 and a green, enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. In a deck where you're going to be running quite a few creatures with a power 4 or greater, let's say in Core Set 2019, there was a ramp theme in red-green, I think you can take a turn off, play it, and then every upkeep, as long as you've got that creature with power 4 or greater, you're going to draw a card. Alright, since I spoiled it, we're going to have a great mythic rare. We have Arcades the Strategist, 4 mana, 1 generic, 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue, legendary creature Elder Dragon at 3/5. It has flying and vigilance. Whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. This is awesome. Getting Arcades marks off another bingo square. In Limited, this card was a bomb. There were plenty of creatures in the Bant colors that had high toughness. Being able to play creatures with Defender draws you a card. Those creatures are going to be relatively cheap to play. They're going to have large toughness. They're going to be dealing a lot of combat damage. And then we have a mountain and a 2/2 zombie token creature. My favorite card, our best card of the pack, is going to be Arcades the Strategist. I run a deck that I call Butt Fight, and it's a deck that runs Assault Formation, which allows my creatures to deal combat damage equal to their toughness. Arcades the Strategist will fit really well into that deck. Aside from Bolas, Arcades is probably the strongest Elder Dragon card in Core Set 2019. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Take some time to tell me in the comment section what was your favorite card or the best card out of the pack. Until next time when I'm back to crack pack number 8 from my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2019 bundle in Bundle Bingo.